I've chosen to call this writing When Truth is Misunderstood. A truth that's misunderstood can be more destructive than a non-truth. Many times, great words and excellent advice are misinterpreted, usually causing bad results, whether it's from the Bible or other significant writings and speeches. More often than not, many writings and speeches have been misread or taken completely out of context. Unfortunately, many people react to a misinterpreted version of a great message. This only brings unnecessary harm to themselves or others who are seeking help from these messages. This happens often in politics and religion. In my estimation, this is far worse than not receiving any information at all. I'll use religion as an example. If a message states, "And if your right hand offends thee, cut it off, and cast it out from thee," Matthew 5:30. This doesn't mean to cut off your physical hands. Here's one of many interpretations of that saying. If you are doing things with your hands that are not pleasing to you, you can change your actions by cutting off the undesirable thoughts that are controlling your hands. This example might seem a bit simple at first, but if you ponder that thought for a brief moment, you will understand your hands are controlled by your thoughts. As you cut off the thoughts, you are controlling or cutting off the symbolic hands which are carrying out the deeds. Parables of this nature help us to see things from a spiritual perspective. Using another quote from the Bible, Matthew 5:29, "And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out, and cast it out from thee." It would be ridiculous to assume this statement is to be taken literally. However, many individuals might see it that way. In the case of most parables, this should not be taken literally. Let's assume the eye, in biblical terms, simply means our spiritual perception and the way we see life in a general manner. If you are perceiving things in a negative manner, and it is causing turmoil in your life, pluck out the negative thoughts that are bringing you negative results. My advice to you is, please don't pluck out your physical eye. Just keep in mind, biblical sayings and parables usually deal with deep spiritual beliefs and symbols. Unfortunately, sometimes it takes a while to grasp most spiritual teachings, but that's only because we fail to look deep inside our being. The real question and answers to life are always available when we are willing to go a bit deeper in an attempt to find them. This is why we as humans should make it a point to tune into our higher selves in order to be able to recognize the difference between truth and fallacy. It is a horrible thing to miss the real meaning of an important piece of information. It's like listening to a great piece of music through an inferior system. You miss the true quality. So please be aware of the things you accept as truth. Any one of us could become lost in concepts and beliefs that are far from the truth. This only hinders spiritual growth. In closing, I'd like to say, this book is simply an attempt to show that life is much more than we perceive it to be. We will never get it until we understand the real meaning of the signs that are laid out before us. Thanks for listening.